Perhaps, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going live with a matchup here. It's going to be Team Wolf facing off against Entity Esports. It's going to be Wolf starting on the CD side. They did have the map, the side pick, obviously, because Entity did have the triple ban. And let's look at a buy here coming out from Wolf. 4 sets of USBs and armor. We got Amaterasu on the smoke and the kit. And for Entity Esports, Glocks and a couple of smokes in A-Star and Excali. And it's going to be A-Star starting things off here.
It seems like Ribby is going to go with the Raid Boss setup, Tech 9 armor. Early mid aggression coming in from Ritz. Maybe he's just playing for information. He's going to spot some 2 players very soon. He should have backup, but this is going to be interesting. Oh, he takes a few pot shots, but can't do much in terms of it. Takes a lot of damage there. Ritz and Mithil both get tagged down really low, very early on into the round. This is not looking good for Team Wolf at all.
And Ritz is dead. There we go. Sai is going to come in from underpass, gets the kill. And it's initial kill going the way of Entity Esports. And Mithil's very low as well. They do have Amaterasu playing towards short. And Entity Esports getting the opening kill, gathering the forces back together. They just need to now think about what they're going to do. They still have over a minute remaining on the clock as well to work with. So a great opening here. Ribby with the Raid Boss. He has a Tech 9 in armor. They still have a couple of flashbacks. You can see Excali making his way out Palace along with the C4 in the hands of Ribby. And just waiting for his teammates to come charging out from the T-slope along with the flashbangs, which is in the hands of A-Star. A-Star's a man who has no armor, which is interesting. You would expect him to be wielding armor and the Tech 9. But here we go. Flash is going to pop out, and the timing is off, but it doesn't matter. DNM is going to get taken on. One and so very low. Sai's going to rip his head clean off. DNM falling back. 66 points of hell. Amaterasu getting digged down as well. And Amaterasu gets a kill, but gets traded immediately by Sai. Sai in a triple kill. Finding us taken up by DNM with a great shot, but Ribby's waiting with the Tech 9. It's all out of middle, and it's going to be Ribby. Gets the kill, and that's going to be Entity Esports. Winning the pistol round in the end, very convincingly.
Yep, that Raid Boss setup really coming into play there, getting the double kill at the end of the round. They got the bomb down, that's very good as well. So,
And something about Ritz aggressing mid, it makes sense, but him being sent alone with no backup whatsoever, getting isolated, getting taken down without doing barely any damage whatsoever, I mean, they're not going to be happy about that. And now for Wolf, it's going to be the force fire, of course, coming out. We have the Scout on Amaterasu, Deagles. Not much armor being bought up, however.
And that's a very good read from Entity Esports. They seem to have done their homework. We see 4 sets of UMP on them and no armor on the CT side. So there's a lot of damage potential there and a lot of farming potential on the UMPs right there.
So we do have Manan on the Desert Eagle. Just holding the line right now. So we do have Amaterasu on a scout. He is just holding the line towards Palace right now. And I like what Entity are doing. They're taking it very slow, not really exposing themselves, not giving any information whatsoever. Excali waiting for the aggression to come in from DNM. DNM with a Deagle, is he going to walk in is the question. He's made himself comfortable, but a Deagle, at that range, he needs to land some very, very good headshots. He's holding the line though. And you can hear the smokes coming out. The Deagle comes out, rounds off a shot, not able to land it, however. And it's going to be Ribby. He's going to take on Manan. DNM still waiting, but it's going to be Excali. Takes him down. And Excali is marching on here with a flashbang towards CD spawn. The bomb's getting planted. I'm not sure why they're not covering him. They have a smoke bloom, but that was a risky plan, and it's going to be saved getting called here. Amaterasu, Ritz, and Mithil immediately falling back, going for the save towards B-Apps. But the hunt is very much in sync. A-Star spots the man out, goes for the spray, finds Mithil, spots Amaterasu as well, just tickles his ass there. And they're coming in for the hunt right now. Amaterasu with the scout, trying to inflict as much damage as he can, but it's going to be Ace with a UMP, gets the kill, and it's all down now to Ritz with a Desert Eagle, trapped inside a kitchen. And Entity Esports waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and Ritz, he makes his escape through the smoke, and he might get a kill. No, he won't. A-Star's there to take him down. A flawless start from Entity Esports. Wolf not able to save a single weapon, and that means there's going to be a full Eagle coming out from DNM and his men.
Ritz is just, Ace is just called for a pause. I think it might be a technical pause. Yep, it is a technical pause. We see that Sai has been kicked from the server. But that round, again, very well played by Entity Esports. They had the perfect read on Team Wolf. Somehow they knew that there's no armor on the opponents. Went with 4 SMGs and did a lot of farming, in fact. Look at that. Ace is now sitting on $4,000, Excali on $4,000, and the economy starting to build up on the T side right now. They should be able to go in for a very healthy buy into the first gun round. And the fact that Wolf didn't invest too heavily into their first save round, apart from the fact that Amiterasu went with the Scout, it's going to be an interesting first gun round because they're going to be having a decent amount of utilities along with the kits and the rifles to work with. It's going to be a very competitive first gun round. However, this round is going to be a full save no matter what. We're going to see again those UMPs come into play.
The fact that they keep every member alive and the fact that it's UMPs, and if they manage to survive this round pretty well, they can build up a pretty decent economy here. Along with the kills to the UMPs, that's $600 per kill. So we are waiting for the resume to come in. There we go, match will resume. Wolf will be on a full eco though. DNM, he is going for the P250 buy. He might be dropping the AWP onto Ritz or Amaterasu. Probably Ritz when a buy round does come in. For now though, it is going to be the full eco for Wolf. So Entity Esports, a great opportunity for them to make it 3-0 without losing any members here.
It is, and seeing as how they are running 4 UMPs, the amount of farming potential there is absolutely crazy as well.
Ace card out and Singh down and Gokul will get the kill with the P250. It's an ace stack. But Ace finds one, finds two, looking for more, won't get the kill. DNM's finally going to get taken down by Ribby, but it's done some damage, you know, but it's just UMPs. Ribby will find Amiterasu as well. It's all on the middle now to do as much damage as he can, but Sai is waiting for him. So a lot of kills with SMGs, a couple of kills by Ribby with the AK-47, but that's okay. Entity, we might be seeing the AWP coming out here on Sai. And there we go, Gokul, DNM immediately buying the AWP and dropping it over to Ritz. So the AWP is in play, and for Entity Esports, will they be going for the AWP as well? Is the question. Sai might just make do with the with the UMP. No, he's going to go for the AWP as well. So this is going to be interesting here.
Utility looking a bit scarce on Team Wolf's side. However, they do have a couple of smokes still remaining to hold off any push or early aggression from Entity Esports. For now, we see them holding fairly default apart from DNM, who's taken up a very aggressive stance here by T-Ram right now on the A-bomb side.
So a lot of position from DNM. He's playing solo, but he's playing very aggressively over here. So you get a lot of information and sound view. And it's going to be Sai instead. He's going to open things up. He decapitates Ritz there. And that's an important fuel Ritz really needed to win. But Sai's going to win it. And now he's coming in short. Slowly gathering some real estate for his team. And look at A-Star pushing in deep. And Amiterasu has got a great position here. He's going to spot out A-Star. And Sai's going to find Manan as well in the meantime. Sai single-handedly doing a lot of damage, but there are two guys in the B bomb, so it's Mittal and Amiterasu, and it's going to be A-Star, finds Amiterasu. One more guy still in the back of side, however, and it's going to be Mittal. It's going to find A-Star. DNM, meanwhile, he's all alone now over the A-bomb site. And you can see DNM all alone. He's calling for backup. Mittal's making his way towards jungle, but it's a wrong call. The bomb is making its way towards the B bomb site here, but they're going to find an empty bomb site, but then Mittal's going to come in, and he spots a man out. Can he get the kill though? He tries to try, but not able to get a kill. Ribby's going to take him down. It's all out of DNM, and he's going to opt to save his AWP. He misses the shot though, and Sai, is he coming in for the hunt is the question. Flashbang raises, DNM looking for some exits, but Sai's waiting for him, and he's going to get the kill. Wasn't even a jumping shot, I don't even know here. So we do have attack pause coming. There we go. So we should have unpause coming in again. Wolf though unable to save a single weapon that round, and that means
their money is completely broken.
It will be max loss bonus though, so they will have the money to go up for a full buy, but they wouldn't be looking to invest too much in pistols and armor because of course the CD side you need a lot of utility as well. So P250 being purchased, maybe a 5-7 in the mix for Entity Esports though. They keep 4 guys alive, so the money is looking very, very robust indeed. $10,000 $5,000 on, an average of $5,000 on 3 players, and Ace are the only casualty here, but things looking very good right now.
Well, we all know that, and I just hope that Entity Esports don't get too carried away with the amount of money that they have right now, because yesterday we saw them have an insane amount of money and they still managed to lose to D2D. So they need to manage their economy, they need to keep their players alive and not go for unnecessary hunts here. There's going to be a full save coming in from Team Wolf. It's curious that every time the team saves, Missile always has armor on him. But that still doesn't matter because, oh, it looks like an early ramp push.
It's an ace stack. Jeff Flashback comes in. Ribby's waiting. Oh, they're flooded. They're coming. Ribby found one points too. Unable to get more, but he's done the damage and he's got the information. It's an ace stack here. So Manan able to salvage an AK-47, but look at Excali. Spots one, taps him away. That's the AK taken out of the hands of Mithril. And Manan and Mithril remaining to try and do as much damage as they can. Excali doesn't need to do anything fancy here. Doesn't need to give away his life. And I don't know what Sai is doing. He really doesn't have to do anything fancy here. It's an eco round for Wolf, and Ribby could have easily got a quad kill there.
He almost did spray down Mithil down to 12 HP as well.
And that was such an atrocious team flash. A-Star, Manan, not spotted by A-Star. Amitras is there. He picks up the AK, but he's been hurt out. It's going to be A-Star, gets the kill. It's all down to Manan now, 1v4. Trying to get a kill, but Sai is waiting around the corner. Oh, gets dinked here. But Sai should safely fall back. Manan's trapped inside a jungle. What can he possibly do? He makes his escape towards Connector. Sai should have heard this. An ace coming in for the hunt. It's a triple C coming in. It's going to be Excali who will end him. And that's going to be 5-0 Entity Esports. So just losing one man almost every round. That means the money is looking better and better round by round. $40,500 in Ribby. That is ridiculous. As we are in round number 6. Wolf with a bye once more. But what can they do? They're looking a little lost here. Ritz yet to open his account, still sitting on 0 frags. 1 frag apiece on Mr. Ross, Mithil and Manan, and DNM, the only man to have, well, 3 frags, and that's not much.
Well, it's been a very dominant show in these opening few rounds from Entity Esports. Like I said, I'm guessing they've just shaken off yesterday's loss and they're just coming back strong today. Wow.
That was risky. That was very risky. And DNM going to be taken down there. So the rounds Entity Esports are winning right now. They're winning it very convincingly. Not losing many members, and Nate is going to do barely any damage whatsoever. Mithil. Very risky going for the jump spot, especially against a man like A-Star. And look at A-Star pushing in, but it's going to be Mithil who's going to win that fight. Takes on A-Star. That's a very important opening kill. And now they should be worried about not getting traded. So man advantage for the CDs finally. Ritz with a very safe angle on the left side of window. Sai peers around the corner, spots on Ritz. He's trapped in the corner now. He needs to make his escape. Flashback's going to come out. And he's sporting alive here, and he's going to get taken on by Sai. Amitras does reply back, so he does maintain the man advantage that his team has managed to earn earlier on. But Ribby pushing into Connector. Sai still with the op, like a turret on top of mid. And they do have Excali slowly sneaking in, falling back with the sleeper towards T-spawn. And Ribby's in a great position here. So if they go for the A play, Ribby can easily cut off the rotation and play the flank role.
In fact, if you notice that the Team Wolf has stacked the players over on towards the A side, and the bomb is making its way onto the A side as well.
Oh, that is such a perfect flash, such a perfect flash. And Sai's hunting him down. He's got the op. The 2 guys close by. He should be careful. But you can see the rotation coming in, and Sai spots the guy. What a shot from Sai! Does he know there's another guy there? He doesn't. It's going to be DNM. It's going to take him down. But look at Ribby with a break. Gets the kill on the DNM. 2v2 now. 8 seconds on the clock. But the Ribby is just running around and getting the kill. The next Scally gets taken down. 3 seconds until time remaining. Mithil has won the round for his team, and Wolf will finally win the round. But they just have one guy surviving, and Ribby gets taken down though in the end. But I don't think he's going to be too worried. He's got money for days. And Wolf do survive. They win one run, but they lost 4 members. And that means Entity can easily hard reset them again.
In fact, the money is so bad on Wolf right now that the hard reset is a very, very likely possibility. They won't have any off. They'll have limited utilities. Even we already see a UMP coming on to Ritz right now. Look at that, 5 rifles all across the board. Full utility from Entity Esports. They should just tighten the screws, get the hard reset in, and then ensure that they can win the next 2 rounds for themselves, because they will be on an eco.
Well, now a little bit of slower play coming out. There's no op in the hand side this time around. So the AKs, and why not? They know Wolf have no op either. because that one guy surviving. For Wolf though, you can see the buy, 2 M4s, the UMP, a FAMAS, the utility. These are some of utility, they at least have the Molotov. I'm not a big fan of using up the Molotov earlier on. You still have a minute and 20 seconds on the clock. Hold on to the Molotov for, you know, for late round when they push in to beat the B bomb site. Why would you finish up the Molotov so early? That's a $600 investment. And you don't have any much utility anyways, right?
Or, you know, hold on to that Molotov in case it's an A bomb plant to clear out a position which then you don't have to check. Unnecessary usage of that Molotov right there, that's not really expected at this level of Counter-Strike.
So we have Ace has made its way towards Ladaru, and Manan in the meantime over in jungle. Like I said, a lot of wasted flashes, a lot of wasted utility from Team Wolf. And they can't afford that because right now, 35 seconds, and NDT have done a great job waiting out the utility. They have 2 flashes remaining, and the 2 guys in the B bomb side, they have 0 utility remaining. Smoke splashes raining in. Amit Rasudo is going to make first contact. This is going to get taken out. Amit Rasudo gets the kill. Looking for more. Gets taken out again. Asa is going to find him. Manan's creeping in through the smoke. The bomb's going to get planted. Rich is going to find Ribby. Manan can do big work here. He spots a kill onto A-Star. He knows there's a guy in the smoke. And it's Sai being very sneaky. So man advantage for Wolf. They are coming in for the retake, but Ace, it's all going to come down to him. He's going to get the kill on the Ritz. Sai being very sneaky here. He knows the CD is nearby. And Sai's going to get the kill. It's all on the DNM. 2 flashes and a kid and armor. And it's going to be Sai with a nasty shot. 6-1 entity and Wolf's money is in tatters.
And you saw Ribby there holding the holding connector very passively, waiting for that lurk, and did manage to tag down Ritz very low, and that's what really helped. That damage coming in from Ribby on the lurk really helped them hold on to that 2v3 situation. Worked out really well for entity, and now as we said, the money on Wolf is absolutely shambolic. Looking at that, I feel happy about my bank account, and that is saying something because I am as broke as they get.
Well, it is the beginning of the month, so yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. But here we go, Entity. We have a tag pause getting called here, and for Entity Esports, nice call, Ribby going with the Mag-10. He knows he can start farming the cash right now.
It's going to be a drive-by. There's going to be a drive-by, so then
6-1 on the T side is a horrendous start for Wolf, and the perfect start for Entity Esports. We've been seeing a lot of Mirage this tournament, and well, Entity, money's still pretty good. We have the unpause coming in, and for Wolf, it is the full eco. They have DNM on the P250 alongside Manan, but for Entity Esports, well, let's see what they do here. Missile aggressing in mid alone, completely pointless. USB gets spotted out. He's got to take the fight. And that's what he do. Use the utility. No need to go for the main fight. Ace is going to take the missile. Ribby coming under connector. Ace is going to find a missile Ross in the meantime. And they're just getting picked apart one by one right now.
That was just pointless aggression again coming in from Team Wolf. Again, going in solo. Ritz, why? Go. If you're going to push as a unit, push as a team, then maybe you can trade a frag or two. But then that's a beautiful shot coming in from Ritz. They're taking the head clean off of Ribby. But then that's just a Mag-10. So it's not a big investment either.
Manan gets another one. So a little bit of damage being dealt out here. But in the end, it's just going to be the 2 SMGs lost. They keep the 3 AKs alive. And it's going to be round number 7. 7-1 for Entity Esports. Wolf might very well go for yet another eco here. The money's still not that great right now.
I think they have to. I would, because in that case, finally when I go into that buy round, I can go in with all the utility, all the rifles, everything that I need to have a decent chance of holding off this Entity machine, which is looking extremely methodical right now. And then again on the hunt, not letting Manan even save this UMP into the next round.
The next Cali is going to clear it out, but he gets taken down, and that's a free AK from Manan. That shouldn't happen.
And we saw what a dropped AK can do yesterday.
But Ace managing to steal that AK away from him. So Entity Esports making sure that Wolf carry no weapons into the next round, which should be another eco here. Because they have the money to go for a buy, but they won't have much utility in that case, which is why, oh, they're going to force it up. I'm not a big fan of this.
I don't like the Tyloo school of forcing things up all the time. I don't think that most teams can make it work. Tyloo somehow does manage to pull it out of their butts. This, I don't know. You have to wait and see. Utility, as you said, is very limited on this Wolf side. And look at the buy on Entity. They've got everything. They're just fully stacked right there. All the nades, all the rifles they want.
The nade could do a lot of damage, and well, it won't. It'll tickle A-Star inside, and A-Star being a little adventurous there, takes a bit of damage, and it's making a lot of noise. That's actually going to draw the rotation early on. They're playing very fast with the A bomb set. They're playing retake on A, and that's exactly what Hellranger did yesterday with D2D against Entity Esports. But they had two ops to work with right now. Wolf, they just have 3 M4s, the FAMAS, and a UMP, and the utility is again getting depleted very quickly indeed. They just have a minute and 10 seconds on the clock, and Amaterasu will find Ace though on top mid. So the opening kill going the way of Wolf this time around. Let's see if they're able to capitalize on that.
I hope they do. We've seen them round after round go that one man up, but then eventually they capitulate under the pressure of the final execute that Entity puts out. And I'm waiting for Team Wolf to actually show up as a unit and see a round out properly.
They look like a pale shadow of a team this tournament.
I agree. Like for the players that they have, the roster that this team boasts, for the experience they bring to the table, this is not looking good for them. However, and as you can see, there's only one guy holding A as such.
There's going to be an A play coming out right now.
That's a perfect read from Entity Esports. They've hit the bomb site, but there's literally no one guarding. But then Manan gets one pick. That's huge right now.
DNF finds side, and Amaterasu finds its caddy as well. It's all on A-Star now. 1v4, 10 seconds, he's going to get taken down. Wolf finally with a second round on board. And they keep 4 members alive, that's going to be huge. And they managed to salvage the off as well.
That is huge. They needed this round. Best of all, they managed to do it with 4 people alive, so that means they can finally start building up that economy. It is anyway so hard to build up any economy on the CT side. The buys are so expensive as it is, but now they can finally work towards building up bank. However, it's going to take a few more rounds to deplete the cash onto Entity. Actually, if they do win this round, that money is more or less gone for Entity Esports. They need to be very careful, Entity Esports as well. This is a must-win round for both teams. Wolf don't want to get hard reset again just after picking up a round, and Entity don't want to have to save. Let's see. We see Ritz taking this aggressive peek.
So we do have a slow play coming out here from Entity Esports. And I think the reason that round worked out was because Wolf really didn't go for the fights. They're playing very passive as well.
Just like D2D were yesterday.
Yeah.
Relinquished mid control.
Yeah,
they allowed them to come into bomb site A and then just went in all guns blazing.
Yeah, and they played the time as well. So little bit of adaptation coming in from Wolf, which we haven't seen, to be very honest. And this could make things a little bit more interesting. Only thing right now is that they don't fall prey to overconfidence and complacency.
We still see Mithil on that UMP. The angle he's playing can make that gun viable.
Methil gets a kill on a Ribby, but Ace inside, getting 2 quick kills as well. Methil gets spot out and short, doesn't take much damage, and Nade to follow up. Oh, and it's an NA Nade. And this is there with the off, rattling off a couple of shots, but they have complete control of the A bomb site. It's DNF trying to spend 16 HP. What could he possibly do is a question right now. Ritz coming in with the AWP, spots on the man, finds side. Side little careless there, Middle's going to find A-Star. The bomb is dropped off, but a great Molotov that's got to push back Ace.
And the thing is, the bomb isn't planted for any of the 2 defenders actually.
Look at Scally, finds one, not able to get a second kill. He's going to get taken down, 3rd round on board right now for Wolf. And they do get a defuse as well. Got 2 guys stay alive, and right now I think they're going to take whatever win they get, whatever round they get.
I agree, but now that forces, I think that should force. Actually, they might just force buy into this round. They know that the money is not great on Wolf either. Yep, they're gonna go all out in this round. That's all the money that Entity had. Their nest egg is completely spent. Their piggy bank is broken. They are broke as well if they don't pick this round up. With at least 3 people surviving, that's the round goal.
Winning this round right now for Wolf is gonna break Entity's money, and they can easily string things together. They can easily make it at least a 6-8 or even an 8-7.5
if they play their cards right, essentially.
If they play their cards right.
And again, a very passive hold coming in from Wolf. I think they've done their homework. They're taking a leaf out of Hellranger's book. Look at that. No mid control, no mid presence whatsoever. They're giving Entity the mid presence. and they're just playing bomb sites very
Yeah, you can
passively.
see they've completely given up this area. Like they've completely given up this part of the map, and even mid. And they're like, you know what? You do what you want to do. We're just going to play it safe. Just walk into a cross. They're going to set up the crossfire. But I don't think anybody's going to fall for the same trick twice.
I hope they don't.
They did yesterday.
Yeah. But I mean, seeing as how perturbed these guys were after yesterday's loss, I'm pretty sure they would have done their homework and would have come prepared with an answer for this particular tactic. Sai there with a very good shot onto Amitratsu.
And look at A-Star. This is huge here. He could catch on Mitchell. He's in a great spot here. Mitchell has no idea what A-Star is. And a barreling in his short. Last man comes out. Mitchell does no, he doesn't. It's going to be A-Star who's going to get the kill. And all of a sudden, it's all down to Ritz and DNM, and they're falling back. The site is lost, and they know they don't have much of a chance to go for this particular retake.
The call for save has...
And NODWIN Esports, they win the round and they haven't lost a single man yet, and they're going to hunt them down.
I'm not a particular fan of this whole hunting down the two saving players. Let them save. It might just tempt them into a force buy to play around these rifles, doing further damage to their economy. Keep your 5 rifles alive, keep your utility, just use it in the next round, build your own economy. I don't know, why don't people follow this simple, concept?
Look at the money. Look at the money of them.
They don't have any money.
They're just pushing in here. They want to take those 2 guns off of them. Ace is going to find DNM. It's all on Ritz here. Trying to stay alive. Goes for the nose scope. Somehow just hiding. Trying to hold on to this top of his. But Ace will hunt him down, running around in circles. And that is going to be 8-3. And the money is absolutely broken. They have nothing to work with.
Look on the flip side as well. The money on Entity is not that much better. They could have just saved 5
rounds.
guys.
They have 8 rounds on the T side.
Well, I think that's been kind of the norm this time around, except for when Brutality played Wolf on this map and they completely demolished their T side. But otherwise, we've seen maps being extremely T-sided, all the rounds going favoring the T-side setup.
So an eco round, a little bit upgraded pistols coming out. There's going to be a bit play here. And a great smoke is going to find one. It is on the climb back side. Goes for the straight round. The great help from Ribby as well. And somehow Ribby just wrecking them with a Mac 10. Last guy remaining alive is going to be Mitchell. Tapping away side, trapped in the corner. He just needs to stay alive here. It's going to be Excali who will end him. So one casualty that round. It's going to be 9-3 for NODWIN Esports. And they look like they're running away with this right now.
Yep, absolutely. Wolf seem to have no answer for this Entity machine, this Entity behemoth that's just steamrolling them round after round, time after time. This is, by the way, for the viewers here who are not familiar with Counter-Strike, Mirage is traditionally a very CT-sided affair. T-sides are more than happy to get around 6 rounds on their T-halves and build from that after when they switch over to the counter-terrorist side. However, here we are seeing a completely different picture.
Now aggression over at mid. We have Ritz coming in. He's going to find one, looking for more. Oh, he's going to take it on the side as well. But the trade not taking place for NODWIN this time around. Excali over in Palace is already pushing pretty aggressively. Ribby's going to find Mitchell. It's going to draw on the rotation. That is over rotation. And Excali with a beautiful shot. DNM's going to get his face punched in with an AK-47. And look at Excali, but he's going to get taken away. Manan now is a 3v3, signed 23 HP. Amitratsu on 16 as well. And A-Star, he doesn't know where Manan is, and Manan's going to get the kill. And immediately the bomb is making its way to the B bomb site, where Ritz and Amitratsu are waiting. Amitratsu 16 HP, should be careful here.
They have more than a minute on the clock. They can just wait it out, force some more rotations, keep them guessing. Why are they barreling into a bomb site right now? And they go. Sai, very low HP. Gets taken down by Amitratsu, but Ribby there coming in with the straight track.
Ribby gets another kill here. Now it's a 1v1. Ribby, 40 seconds, but it's going to be Manan, who gets a very crucial triple kill. The 4th round on board. And NODWIN's money, well, they can buy though. They managed to build up a decent bang with the previous round. The penultimate round of the first half, and Wolf, 4 rounds on board. Question is, will it be enough?
But again, the economic damage that NODWIN managed to do, even though they lost the round, was tremendous. Look at the buy coming in from Wolf. Two FAMASs, 1 AK that was dropped, and 1 M4 and 1 UMP. Decent set of nades, but no head armor. Not that it matters against AK-47s, but still. A very doable affair for NODWIN Esports if they just keep their heads on their shoulders and don't get too carried away with things. There was no need to rush in with a minute left on the clock there. They could have easily played the mind games.
DNM, I think he got spotted out by Ribby, no, and he's going to win the duel. He's down 12 HP, however, and he's trapped in the corner. Sai is waiting for him, so what is teammates, but will he make his escape? It's the question of it. Ross is going to find Sai, and DNM makes his escape. 3v5 now, and Wolf needs this round.
That was a very good read from Team Wolf. They would have realized that Ribby is constantly pushing underpass, and they tried to shut him down, and they did early on this round. That puts it down to a 3v5. There should be no way that Entity Esports should come back from this round at all. However, the utility usage on Team Wolf has been quite atrocious throughout the game. They're already almost out of any and all utility. There's a minute left on the clock.
Ritz getting spun out over in mid by Ace, and he's got to do a smart thing, fall back. You got a two-man advantage, no need to give them the fights, no need to give them the duels. Clear the time, let them walk into the sides, because they don't have much utility remaining either. A Molotov and a flashbang, which could be useful for the retake.
But look at that, A-Star making his way onto the B-bomb side, gets spotted out, but does manage to take out Amitarasu, but does he? No, he doesn't realize that Mithil is playing by Get Right, and takes his head clean off, brings it down to a 2v4.
Nice flashbang there, but Ritz is not blinded. He's waiting, he's going to get the first kill. It's all on last guy remaining alive. It's going to be Excali. And it's going to be Ritz. It's going to take him down. 4 guys stay alive. Last round of the first half here. Entity, I think, should be still pretty happy with the way things are planned out, though.
I agree, but going into the last round, they don't have much to work with. It's going to be a force by Armor, Tech 9, some UMPs maybe, and 1 AK. Yep, that's how it's going to be, and finally Wolf will be able to do that dream buy, all utilities, all rifles and an AWP across the board, with head armor as well. Wolf somehow managing to claw back into this game. 9-6 half on the CT side, 6-9 half on the CT side, not ideal, but it is very much workable if they manage to get the first pistol round on the T half. However, we see
Ritz rattling out shots, but it's not going to find his mark. Entity Esports, final round, 2 Tech 9s, a UMP, a couple of AKs.
Look at, again, they've relinquished mid control and Entity.
I would rather send in the Tech 9.
I would too.
A lighter soul from Wolf. The double aggression over in T-Slope, and Ritz is going to find Ribby on the lurk. But look at where A-Star is. They have no idea where he is. And this could completely dismantle this hole here.
All A-Star needs to do is spot, yeah.
He has all the time in the world, doesn't need to give himself up. Excali's going to find him. A-Star holding on. Munan's there now, and A-Star has got himself in a great position. Munan charging in. There's a man waiting there. Why would he push in like that? And Ritz all alone, and A-Star hears him, and he's going to take him through the smoke. A-Star with a perfect lurk. Now Amitarasu coming in. 2v3. Great shot on the ace. 2v2 now. Flashlight comes in. The bomb is dropped out in the open. Excali over in Palace. And A-Star finds Mithil. It's all out. Amitarasu goes to the spray. Finds Excali. 30 seconds. 1v1. A-Star 46 points of health. And Amitarasu at 46 points of health as well. Can he pull this off? A-Star
should have a rough idea where Amitarasu is playing from. Yep, he is looking in the right direction.
And a perfectly played A-Star. It's going to be 10-5, and A-Star was the man of that round. Triple kill for him. All crucial kills, 10-5. As Entity Esports will go into the CD side of this map, and they are looking absolutely solid at the moment.
In fact, I'm glad that they didn't play. Bite into the bait that was mid-control that was relinquished by Team Wolf. Seemed like they'd taken a leaf out of Hellranger's book, but unfortunately, Entity was not biting the bait today. They had an answer for that early mid. They did manage to use that early mid control to their advantage and do come out with a 10-5 half. Going into the pistol round, we see 4 sets of armor, 1 and DNM with the utility, and on the CT side of things, Sai running the kit and the smoke, and 4 sets of armor with the USPs and the P2K on Excali.
This is a very passive retake play coming out of the B-bomb side. They do have the kit on Sai and a smoke as well, and that is not going to do any damage to Ace. A-Star spots the first man out. It's going to be Amitarasu, and Mithil immediately decapitates Ace, and it's going to be a B play, short play, fast short play with the USPs missing the mark. A-Star alone. Oh, the one tap on the DNM. A-Star's looking for more, tapping away. He's caught out in the open though. He still stays alive, but Amitarasu will drop him in the end. 3v4 now, and it's going to be Munan, finds Ribby, looking for more. Munan with a block, tapping away. Xcat is going to fall to Mithil, and it's going to be the last man remaining alive. Sai and Amitarasu from long range snipes his head clean off, and Wolf will win the pistol round.
And they really needed that pistol round. In fact, now they have at least a snowflake's chance in hell of mounting somewhat of a comeback. Let's see what they can pull up. four, again, 1 Galil, 3 UMPs up to now. Mithratsu coming out with the AK-47. And yeah, the force buy coming in from NODWIN Esports. Deagle armor, 5.7s across the board, and 3 flashbangs. Are you a fan of the Deagle, so then?
Yes, I am.
God damn it.
An A-star over in Minnesota, finding out all this aggression from Ace, and immediately finds Mitchell, looking for more, not even get a second, Risk is going to take him down. But the Deagle and A-star, we see what this man can do. The one tap is what he's been looking for. And he's just rattling off shots here. And they have a very good idea that there's at least a guy in Palace, a couple of guys creeping out. It's going to be DNN and Manan, but they're going to do the smart thing. They're going to fall back, gather the forces. They have a lot of utility to work with.
And
they
a lot of time.
The fights.
But look at A-star. A-star's pushing up T-Ramp. Oh! Risky play coming in there from A-star and does
But I
not.
like that. When you're an eco, when you're a force fight, risky plays can catch the piece off guard.
But I don't know, Deagle at that range, I'm not really a big fan of that weapon. Oh!
And Sai finds, oh! Gets the second kill as well! Absolutely disgusting. That felt dirty.
That.
And all of a sudden, it's a 3v2 now. They got the bomb down. But Sai's still very much alive. And he's going to come in with a Deagle. Oh, not able to land a shots though. I don't know how that missed. Ribby's there with the Deagle as well. Excali as well. And Amitros spots on Ribby. Excali does a little bit of damage here. Retake time. They don't have the kid. They got to make this quick. Excali with a Deagle. Is he going to get the kill? No, it's not. It's all down to Ribby. And he's going to be found up at DNM. And they will survive. That's scare. But Sai making it look very, very icky there for a second.
And that is why I don't like the Deagle. That is precisely
That's why you don't like to be the receiving end of the Deagle.
Listen, Jesus needs to be on your side to be good with the Deagle, not just good aim, alright?
So, the Mac 10 on Manan, trying to get that 30 SMG money. NODWIN Esports on a full eco, just the P250 being bought by Sai. And very passive play coming out from Wolf. You can see here, Ritz going to be making some noise with the AK. Why? I don't know. You should be sending out Manan there.
Sai, in the meantime, is watching that connector, any mid-aggression from Team Wolf.
Sai's aggressing in. I like this play, but he's all alone.
I think he's just going to go information fishing, but then that...
Flashbang. Still up. Oh, gets the immediate dig on Amiterasu. Down to 13 HP. And the Ritz, meanwhile, playing the low roll all alone. Should be careful.
This is a B stack, and I don't think they should fall for it. They have mid control.
There are 3 guys in B here, and they are falling towards B. This could, oh no. They're actually falling back to A. That's a right call coming out, but it's only Ace all alone by Snotsam over in the A bomb site. So smart play. Ritz is making a lot of noise in B as well, trying to draw out the rotation.
Actually trying to keep the players at B and not let them rotate, I'd say. But then the bomb is slowly creeping its way, inching its way over to the bomb, A bomb site, where there's just the lonesome Ace with his USP.
Ritz finds one. Spot the second guy. I don't think he's going to expect the third guy in the site. Finds another one, does Ritz. Looking for more, but Ribby is just camping. The only thing missing right now is the marshmallows for him.
Yep.
And Ace, good. Nah, the Mac in the face. Gets taken down. It's the last man remaining alive, and it's of course Ribby with a USP. Not much you can do at this point, and it's going to be round number 8 for Wolf.
Well, Ribby is inching his way over to the A bomb side. I don't know what he's trying to find. Maybe one exit frag or something. Maybe a gun to take into the next round. Maybe it'll be good. Amitratsu is really low if he can find the kill, but no, DNM ain't having none of that. Turns around, shoots him in the face.
And Wolf, the most important thing is they keep everyone alive. That is absolutely crucial. Manan immediately tossing away that Mac 10 to go for the AK. So 4 AKs, a Galil, a shit ton of utility, and NODWIN Esports now side. This is a risky buy. He's gone for the glass cannon.
And no kits on the CT side either, so they have to make this round. Very little utility, no kits, no armor on the side whatsoever. He needs to make this op count and come up huge in this round. Otherwise, again, they'll be forced into an eco next round.
Hey, straight to the smoke, not doing much damage. Just tickle Sai a bit, but Sai's got to get the kill in the middle. Great shot, and it's a glass cannon. It should be falling back though. It's too risky. But he's holding the line towards underpass. The timing is off by a second. As DNM will smoke off connector. Sai. Here's a smoke behind him. He's going to fall back to jungle. Balls are raining in as well. Ribby with the flashbang. Again, unnecessary flashbang. You don't need that. Ribby's got to be forced back with a Molotov. And now A-Star waiting. DNM slowly sneaking in. But A-Star has got himself in a great position. And it's back, it's covering side, but Sai might be exposed if they slowly walk in. Here comes the play coming out. There's still a guy in underpass. It's going to be, of course, Ace. And they don't know where he is. Ace going to spot the man on goal for the spray. Unable to get the kill. But Sai replies back with the op. Finds one more. They need to cross on over. The Flames won't take a lift. The nades aren't going to touch him either. They need to cross on. But DNM is going to get the bomb done. Manan on 22 points of health. All alone. 1v3. Xcat is going to find DNM. The bomb is planted for him, but it's going to be very rough indeed.
It's going to be a very rough hold for Manan. They should have a rough idea where he's playing from. And yeah, Ribby seems to be looking in the right direction and does take him out very low on HP. All Ribby needed to do was land one shot, and that he did. 3 players surviving on Entity Esports. It's what they needed. They needed to keep their rifles alive, and they managed to do so. This is game on now then.
Well, 11-8 though, and here's the thing. Wolf won the first round, very convincingly. They won an anti-Yuko round. They need to win a bye round. And that's when I'll be like, you know what, they might have a chance of coming back to this game. Because right now, I still do feel Entity Esports can close this out before Wolf get a double digits.
Still, I don't know, I'll be a bit more optimistic. I'm one for, fairy tale comeback stories. I'm a Disney princess at the end of the day. What
yes, you are. You are a princess indeed. Sai with the AWP, but it's not going to find anyone in mid. It's a heavy presence over. Actually, no, they're going to be falling back towards T-spawn. Not sure what they're doing. Amaterasu swapping places in Manan, but they have 3 guys over here, and Gokul is watching towards Palace. Amaterasu looking for any flank to come in from the CTs. I'm sorry. A-Star.
It seems like they're adopting their CT style play. They've just completely relinquished mid control, have hunched up over on the A-bomb side. Looks like a fast play. Yep. Smokes have come. Oh no, that's a fake on the A-bomb side.
And Ace knows this. Ace knows this. He's playing aggressive, but it's actually going to be a refake. They have the utility, right? So they're going to fake it, and then they're going to do a full execute once going to A-bomb side. And look at this entity though. They have 4 guys in the A-bomb side. There's 2 guys in connector. A-Star aggressing here. This can catch him off guard. They're trying to do a fake. Amaterasu alone at B, but there's no one there. And is it going to draw the rotation? Yes, it is. Now they have just 3 guys, but look at where A-Star is. He knows it's an A play, and they've taken too long to see rotation coming out, and A-Star's waiting with missile with a great shot. Sai immediately falling back to a CD spawn. Ace, be careful, spots on a guy, goes for the spray battle, doesn't get the kill though. And Manan will survive, but the bomb is going to get planted. Ribby on top. Oh! Gets shot down at 58 points of health. 4v5 retake time. They have no utility apart from a couple of flashbangs, but they do have the kit. It's going to come down to firefights now, and Ritz is planning for him. This is a master call here. Ace going to find DNM. Xcal is going to find Mithil, and Ribby's going to find Manan, but look at Ritz. He's barreling in. It's all out of Ritz here. Finds one. Amitraz is going to find Ace. Now 2v2. This is rough here, and it's all down the side, and Ritz just toying with him. Amitraz is going to get the kill. And that was a beautiful run from Wolf there.
Actually, this is something I've seen Tyloo do over and over again on Mirage. They plant the bomb for connector.
And we saw Dignitas do it as well.
Yes, and there's a very good play. And Ritz pulling it off perfectly. Baiting in for Amitratsu all the way from B short, and Amitratsu chiming in with the kills. And look at the money on Entity. Like I said, they needed to save those rifles. They needed to string a few rounds together. Their money is completely gone. Or as, the screen is reading right now, their money is completely and absolutely wrecked.
And now Amitraz and Mithil, and they're just playing it passively. They know the money's kind of low right now for Entity Esports. So 9-11, the scores are very tight. Bear in mind, guys, if Wolf loses game, they're out of the tournament. And for Entity Esports, though, they need to win this game as well. So it's a lot at stake right now.
Again, a B stack coming out from Entity Esports. 4 players over by the B side. But DNM going to take out Ace there, completely eviscerates his face. And that's going to draw the rotation. Single.
They're charging in to the B bomb side. No one's there now. They see the CTs coming in. but just with the Deagle and a P250, what much can they do? A-Star, very low. Oh, not able to land a shot. Amitras is going to take him down. Ribby being sneaky from behind, but Manan's waiting for him. And Sai and Ribby looking for exits right now.
And
He's going to get his face punched in. Sai alone, 5 angry wolves trying to hunt him down right now. As we do have a tactical pause getting called. There you have it, a flawless round getting called, getting pulled off by Wolf, 10 to 11. And we have a tactical pause getting called.
The best part about that round, Entity Esports just managed to do 18 points of damage that round, nothing else. Only Mithil took 18 points of damage. That's as close to flawless as it gets.
True that, and well, what are they going to do right now? The money's not that great. They can go for some FAMASs, M4s, Kevlar, a little bit of utility. And they're going to go for that. A-Star, M4s, no head armor whatsoever, but it's against 5 AK, so that's
I would have saved.
the utility spots. They got, if you look at it, they got 1 smoke, 2 smoke, 3, 4 smokes, 1 flashbang. All right, so 2 flashbangs, they got 5 smokes, 1 nade, that's it. They have nothing else to work with.
I would have ecoed and gone into the next round with a full buy, all stack of nades. You need those utility. You need that utility on the CT side to hold off any sort of aggression and hold off pushes. Unfortunately, as we've seen time and time again, the utility usage on both teams have been quite shabby, but Ribby pushing into Palace.
And I like the switch up. I love the switch up. There are 4 guys making the way B app. They haven't done this yet so far. And Excali, we've seen how he struggled yesterday, but now might be his moment here.
But look at Ribby, he's moved all the way up from Palace and moving on to T-Spawn. The amount of information that he's gained for his team is phenomenal. That should tell them to rotate and stack onto the B bomb side.
Excali waiting. He's waiting. He's got a flashbang, but that's all he has remaining. He's got A-Star as well. Then who else do you want to help you out? He's going to be a play. A-Star gets spotted out though. Is he going to drop down? He's burning alive. He's trapped. Oh, he's going to burn alive, but he still gets the kill. Miller's going to burn him down. Excali's waiting though with a FAMAS of his. And now Sai coming in to bolster the defense. And he's going to get his face punched immediately. And Excali finds one. Not even to get a second kill. Miller's going to take him down. And it's all on Ace and Ribby. And Ribby's far away. No, she's dropping in. Manan's going to wreck Ace. And Ribby, 1v3 bomb not planted yet though. Manan could get caught with his pants down here. And no, he won't. He's going to get the kill. The scores are tied and Entity Esports, well, what are they going to do? The money is once again destroyed.
They need to eco. They should eco this round. There is no other way back into this map. Give this round up, come back the next round, all guns blazing. I've been saying that over and over again. My throat is parched by now by saying, please eco.
Dollar signs all sounding for Wolf right now. They are starting to mount a very believable comeback. And honestly, the way they played the last 2 games, I didn't expect them to have the mental fortitude to mount a comeback like this. So it's going to be a full eco here. Excali is aggressing in, going pug style with a P2K. He's got Ribby as well, but this should be the round to lose for Wolf. They have everything to work with. They should be winning this round without losing a single match.
And there we see DNM taking out Excali, but will they expect Ribby again to have aggressed so far along with Excali?
There's not much you can do. All we can do right now is at least try and inflict a little bit of economic damage.
Nasty shot by Amitratsu there onto A-Star.
Rit's going to find Ribby and they're just going to fall like 10 pins. It's a very comfortable anti-eco round coming in for Wolf. Manan gets far out of the side, immediately takes him down. Last man remaining, Ace, right to Ace, all alone. And there's not much you can do. The bomb is heading over to the A-bomb side and they'll play that run perfectly.
This is what I don't understand. You know you're on eco, you have nothing to lose. Why go one by one like lambs to slaughter? Just YOLO rush mid or YOLO rush T-Ram, but just go as a team.
Through that, so it's going to be pretty much, yeah, it's a gone round. It's going to be 12 to 11. Wolves are finally in the lead after 23 rounds, and that's taken them a while, but they finally managed to get the lead, and more importantly, the money is looking very good as well at the same time. If you look at the money, majority of them have over $5,000, $6,000 thereabout, so even if they do lose a round, they're not going to get hard reset, and they seem to have found their stride right now.
Exactly, and because they've been getting the bomb down consistently, they get that extra dollar money for the bomb plant as well, along with the win bonus.
No, you only get the bomb bonus if you lose the round.
I am such a noob. I am such a noob.
But it's going to be Ace duking it out, trying to get a kill. He does sting Manan, and Manan does die to the explosion. And Ace is doing a lot of damage there. He takes away 2 AKs. Should have not happened. That was very cheeky from Ace.
No, well played by Ace, actually. I just hope that Entity can just keep their heads on their shoulders and don't get too carried away. We've been hearing them complain about comms and how they tend to get a bit nervous and a bit, yelly. I just want them to keep a cool head and see this game out. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to see this game out. Look at this, like smokes being planned by Entity, by Team Wolf right now.
And we do see A-Star playing aggressively here. And they're going to be going for, a clean execute by the looks of it. It could catch Entity Esports off guard. They haven't really gone for a full execute. Amaterasu marking the flank. A-Star with a Molotov. Cut it off. That's a beautiful Molotov. And now A-Star finds nothing. The 4 guys looking his direction. He gets taken down. And now Ribby with the off. Misses the shot. You can't miss the shots right now, Ribby. It's still there though. He's got to find one. Looking for more. He's trapped in the corner. Flashbang. No time to drop the flash. He's going to get taken up by Sai. He's there. Picks up 2 quick kills. Ribby throwing the line. Amitras is going to find side. Now it's all the 2v2. Bomb dropped in the side. Excali finds the Manan. He shouldn't know where Amiterasu is, but he goes into murder hole. It's all on Ribby. Ribby can't miss the shot. And he won't. And Entity Esports will tie it up. They keep 1 guy alive. That means the money is still not that great. And for Wolf, though, they can easily break the economy once more.
They needed that round, but they needed to keep players alive, as I've been saying over and over again. But they lost so many people, so many rifles. That means, again, a very shoddy buy coming in. 2 FAMASs, 1 UMP, 1 op that remains on to Ribby. And what does Excali go with? Okay, Ace has called a pause. Yep. It is a technical pause. There is no sound on Excali's headset.
The problem right now for Entity Esports is they have the AWP on Ribby still. But apart from that, the money is looking pretty dark. You can see the UMPs, the FAMASs coming out. The weaponry is by far superior on the side of Wolf. So that op has got to do a lot of work.
That op needs to be the hero of this round.
I would rather see Sai with the AWP right now.
I don't know, he did pretty well with the M4 last round. Got those 2 extremely crucial kills that enabled Entity to clinch that round. Ribby just should not be missing any of those shots at this moment. That first shot that he missed could have cost them that round.
Indeed, and that's scary right now. So Entity Esports, so bear in mind guys, Entity, if they lose this game, they would have won 1 and lost 2. If Wolf win this game, they would have won 1 and lost 2. And if Brutality, they lose their game later today, they would have won 1 and lost 2 as well. That means it's going to be a 3-way tie. And that's going to get dicey.
Extremely.
The player to watch so far has been Sai for Entity Esports. But I'll be honest, Mithil and Manan have been landing some nasty shots.
Mithil and Manan have been going to work with those rifles. Some of the headshots that they've hit have been absolutely disgusting. Like, they've been shaving heads left, right, and center, in fact.
So, while we're waiting for the team to ready up, let's take a look at the crowd. It's a pretty decent crowd gathered up here today. I'm really looking to see more people considering it's a Saturday, it's a weekend and whatnot. But not too shabby.
Look at Sai there.
We've been seeing some very long games today. We saw the Dota game go over 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
And now this game is going down to the wire. 12-12 scores are tied. A lot at stake here, but Wolf finally showing some signs of life compared to the past 2 games, especially the game yesterday against Brutality, where they got decimated 16-2 by Venom and his side. That was disturbing to watch.
That was painful to watch, not just disturbing. But then again, it seems like they're showing their true professional spirit here. They've managed to shake off that horrifying loss and have come back. This is the best I have seen them play in this tournament so far. They're showing us that they can actually bring something to the table. And yeah, they showed us true grit this time. They were down 10-5 when the round switched, and now they finally, you know, putting it back together.
So right now, we're still waiting for the teams to ready up. Technical issue hopefully should be fixed right now. Excali having some issues with his sound, but we do see him putting in his in-ear, so we should be resuming with the game here. Interesting fact, Hellranger flew back to Mumbai today to write his exam, and he's going to be coming back to play his game.
That, as I've said, is true dedication, both to your education as well as to the sport that you're, participating in and want to get better at.
So here we go, Unpause coming in. Like I said, this round is going to be very crucial for NODWIN Esports, because although they managed to bring one back, the money is still looking very, very dire indeed. Ribby with the off. He's got to go big.
This is a must-win round for Entity. That buy is not ideal to say the least, but they do have 2 kits and a decent stack of nades to work with. Let's see what they can do. Early round mid aggression for Ribby, but he does get. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Does Sai get it killed through the smoke?
Yep.
That was nasty. The nade is going to do a ton of damage onto DNM and Manan. So early damage being dealt out by NODWIN Esports. Ribby's kind of low though, so he should try and play much more passive. Ace getting spotted out by Mithil.
That was a close shave there.
Look at Manan, he's going to come charging out. Ribby's going to find DNM. Excali finds Manan. And Ritz and Mithil. Mithil caught out with a knife in hand. And Ritz all alone goes for the spray, but he's getting shot from all directions. He's taking it to the side. Sai doesn't need to go for the fight. And he's going to get taken down, but Ritz is trapped in a very, very bad spot indeed. What could he possibly do right now? Nothing is the answer. Excali's going to drop him. Excali running in to pick up the AK-47 as well. Adam's going to find it though. No, he won't. But NODWIN Esports, they just have 1 casualty that round. That's the round they needed to win. And for Wolf, they still will be able to fight for a couple more rounds. But NODWIN Esports in the lead once more. Normal services have resumed.
And Ritz has called for a pause. I'm pretty sure it's tactical. That round was very well played by NODWIN Esports. They did not over-aggress, although Ritz did take a lot of damage at the beginning of the round from that Molotov. That kill from side through the smoke was, I think, really shook Wolf up. And then Mithil charging up connector with a knife in hand. Not ideal at all.
A little bit of mistakes being made by Wolf and getting punished for that. And I think they charge out mid before the smoke blew properly. That's something you don't do at all.
And also the money on Wolf is also seen. Their nest egg has depleted down quite significantly. If they lose this, that's an eco for them.
Yeah, and they've invested a lot in this round. Have Wolf. And we see A-Star. Ritz with the smoke. There's a flashbang as well. A bomb flash comes out. He's not going to show himself top of mid yet, however. And it's going to be an A play coming out here. Manan's been blinded, but they have a guy inside. Amitarasu catches Ace, jumping up and down. Ribby replies back, but Amitarasu looking for more. Gets another kill. He's finally going to get taken down, but look at A-Star. He's got into the best position possible. There's still a guy inside, and A-Star is going to shut them down. 14-12 to NODWIN Esports and Wolf's money. Now, their money is broken. They have nothing much to work with here. Are they going to be playing for overtime, or are they going to post it up is the question.
YOLO?
I don't know. I think they should be playing for overtime right now.
Nope. YOLO.
Not a full YOLO though, or is it?
Looks like
they have kept some money. It's only Manan has bought up everything he has.
Manan doesn't like saving much, does he?
No, he doesn't. They should be able to go for the last round buy, the potential last round buy. But Tech 9 smokes and flashes. They're going to be relying on the Tech 9s and to go for the close quarter combat. And A-Star over and connected. They're playing very passively out of CTs. They know the money's not going to be that good for NODWIN Esports, and are using the range of the weaponry to their advantage. Molotov and A-Star. Molotov and Ace. Those two Molotovs and incendiaries can kind of wreak havoc on this play that's going to be coming in the A towards the A bomb side right now.
In fact, utility is Entity Esports' best friend right now. The Tech-9s, as we all know, are not overpowered at all. But look at that, a barrage of smokes coming in, but that jungle smoke does leave a gap, and Aestar can abuse that, and he does picks up 2 quick kills, but then Manan replies, but it's down to a, whoa, 3v1, Ritz there, all alone.
He does get the kill. He does pick up as the bomb is dropped. He's got a FAMAS. So this isn't a round he can necessarily save. He needs to try to win this one out. And he has a FAMAS. It is doable. Kasai and Ribby.
And he is on the quick rotate back to A side. He's flanked all the way. Drop down mid and is coming back T-Ram. They might not be expecting this. But Sai and Ribby are ideally positioned for such a play.
This is a very smart call from Ritz.
Yeah.
He will catch someone off guard here. But it's got to be Ribby. He's got to find him, crouches in front of him, takes him down. 15-12 is the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. Entity Esports 1 map away. One round away, in fact.
Yeah.
And for Wolves, they lose this one, it's over for them. They're out of the tournament. And this is looking very interesting right now.
Full buy coming in from both teams.
Ribby with the op, causing the problems in the previous round. Got the op once more. I like what he's doing, switching up the op, playing a floating off roll. So, trying to keep them guessing all the time. Ritz should be careful. Oh! The shot from Ribby takes on Ritz. Mithel's going to find Ace. Mithel's going to be found by Aestar in the meantime. And now the last 2 members remaining here. Aestar aggressing it on the pass.
And Sai has pushed all the way up mid.
3 more kills remaining. And this looks like the beginning of the end here for Team Wolf. Entity Esports 3 frags away. They've made a meal of this, but in the end, it looks like they will be coming through. And look at the aggression from Entity Esports. They have complete map control. And Manan, Amaterasu, and DNM remaining. They got a couple of smokes. They got a handful of flashbangs and a Molotov. But what can they possibly do? Ribby with a great angle. And if DNM walks out, that's going to be the end for him. And he walks out. He's going to miss the shot, but Aestar can take it down. And DNM, oh! Just misses the shot. Ribby immediately repositions himself, and DNM teasing with him, but he's got to land a shot, looking for more, and he misses the one, but Manan Amaterasu, 2 quick kills back to back, but Ace is there, and he's going to finish it off. No, he's not, he's going to get taken down, 1v1, Amaterasu, 1 HP, and the dream, but X-Cat is going to come around the corner, finishes it off, 16-12, Entity Esports will win, and Wolf will be knocked out of the tournament, so that's it for now. A couple of hours later, we do have the final game of the day. That's going to be D2D facing off against Brutality. Brutality fighting for the tournament lifeline, and D2D, they're just looking to solidify their slot in the grand final. So Wolf, valiant effort from them in the end, but it was not to be. Entity Esports proving to be a little too hot to handle.
But Entity did make a meal of that last round. It came down to a 1v1. How?
I don't know, to be very honest. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Entity Esports are your winners. They will now be waiting for the results of the next game between D2D and Brutality. That's taking place after the Dota 2 and the FIFA game, which will be coming up next. Of course, casted by our dear friends from AFK Gaming. My name is Play. Alongside me is my usual partner, Crime Fett, and we'll be catching you guys later in the evening. Do stay tuned for more Counter-Strike action.